Hi everybody, it's Jared Johnson here with Day Traders FX. I wanted to take a couple of moments and share with you some interesting setups that we have coming up that I think could be very profitable and very interesting. We've got quite this little push happening on US dollar pairs, but the question is, how do we take advantage of this? How do we read this setup? Well, first off, a lot of these little setups here are being signaled to us by the Forex scanner. Now, if you're not familiar with the Forex scanner, well, actually, I guess better said, if you are familiar with the Forex scanner, make sure you check it because we've got a lot of great setups in the works. If you're not familiar with the Forex scanner, this gives us signals for certain types of very, very, very high probability setups, really, really good setups. And it gives us these signals across a lot of time frames here. We've got a daily chart that's giving us some good signals here. You can see Euro dollar, Euro Swiss is definitely telling us something here. And to learn how to trade that, you've got to run through the scanner course. It's a quick course, but it'll tell you how to read these numbers. It's not complicated at all. It looks like there's a lot of numbers and a lot of details here. Pretty much all you need to do is be able to see green, and you'll know how to trade this kind of a setup. Very, very simple. And we've got some definitely good setups happening on the shorter term charts as well. You can see some green is kind of starting to give us a little bit of a heads up, a warning here. Euro New Zealand, something's happening over there. A little bit of a warning over here. New Zealand dollar, something's happening over here. Dollar peso, something's happening over here. And we're starting to get some of these other setups as well on Aussie Swiss, Euro dollar, dollar Swiss, gold, and a bunch of other different places. These are super high probability setups. When they get to that green status, it means that we've reached kind of a certain threshold that makes these incredibly high probability setups. Let me show you a little bit of an example here. We've got a couple of setups happening here, like the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, for example. You can see there's some pivot points up here, which are very, very important. And you can see that this thing's been dropping for a long ways. Well, the question is, how far does this go down? And how can we benefit on when it's done going down and trade it up a little bit? And how can we benefit on getting back in the direction of this downtrend? All of this is explained in the scanner course, but for now, just know that we're reaching oversold status here on this New Zealand dollar. We're going to start looking for opportunities to buy little pops, right? Little moves of 30, 40, 50 pips. Again, these are ultra high probability setups. These are things that we want to make sure we get in on because they're good for a little chunk of pips, a chunk of quick pips. And again, they're very high probability setups. If you're tired of getting stuck on the right side, on the wrong side of the market, this is a very, very excellent way to find the right side of the market. Make sure you don't get caught up in moves that are going to cause us loss and be messy. So the New Zealand dollar is absolutely one of those. This is giving us one of those setups. We're seeing a nice little run here, and the scanner is slowly telling us that it's going to be time to buy in the near future and to start trading this up into some of these upper levels here. 7170, 7200, 7240. These are all going to be areas we're going to be looking for after a little bit more confirmation and a little bit more move here. So that's New Zealand dollar. We have a similar situation. You can see the scanner was telling us we were working on some numbers on this dollar Swiss franc as well. So same thing, dollar Swiss franc is starting to give us some setups. It's starting to give us some signals that it will be time to start trading this to the downside. We've seen this big dollar push, and the dollar push could very easily continue on for a bit longer. And we're going to get some really, really solid setups, solid confirmation sometime over the next, 24 to 48 hours on these guys. And so we want to be able to trade these and understand how that setup works. Again, Euro dollar is doing the same thing. So we've got the Euro dollar, which is giving us a scanner style setup where we've got a nice little run. Now, those of you with the 15-minute trade course, these are 15-minute trade setups as well. The scanner will tell us the 15-minute trade setups as well as other time frames. So the scanner covers the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, daily chart. We looked at those daily setups for just a moment on the Euro dollar and the Euro Swiss. But the scanner the scanner does what the 15-minute trade setup does, plus a lot more. It covers a lot more in the way of setups and details there. So the scanner is really excellent for that. it's a great way to find these setups because otherwise they're so easy to miss and they're such high probability setups. So we have one happening on Euro dollar, one happening on New Zealand dollar, we have one happening on dollar Swiss franc, we have one setting up on the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar. We're looking for this kind of stuff, right? We're looking for dips and bounces. We've got high probability targets and we've got scanner criteria that are being met that turn these trades into, once again, ultra high probability targets. And we're seeing this happen all over the place. It's even happening, did I already look at the dollar peso? It's even happening on the dollar peso, which is always interesting. There's definitely some pips to be made there. But these are scanner setups. They're high probability. They're really excellent. They give us some really great opportunities to trade back towards some very, very high probability targets, and we can make some nice quick pips. So if you'd like to learn more about the scanner, head over to dtfx.co/scanner. There's also going to be a button below here, but I would recommend doing it ASAP so that you can take advantage of the setups that we have in the works. You can definitely take advantage of those setups. Like I said, all those setups are currently 15-minute trade setups, so you can have a look at those. They're high probability, they play out very well, and they are scanner/15-minute trade setup details. You can see the scanner in action. You can see a little bit more of how it works down here. Head over to the website. You can see the link right down here below, and that will get you set up with this scanner. You can give it a try. Tell me what you think. If you hate it, let me know. But right now we have 4 to 5 setups in the works, and I think they're going to be ultra high probability, and they're going to be good for some nice quick pips. So jump on that. Good luck, everybody. Let's make some money on this New Zealand dollar, Euro dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar Swiss franc, dollar Mexican peso, and so on. There's just setups galore here, so let's make sure to take advantage of those. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you find this helpful, and hopefully we make a couple of bucks on all these trades. Thanks, guys. Take care.